We only have this one Earth. This one Earth to share with 6.8 billion people. 6.8 billion eating, breathing, consuming people. Not to mention the trillions of other organisms on the planet. But our resources are finite. We are getting closer to the bottom of the barrel, and it's getting harder to look the other way. But which way will you look? Towards a future where we rely on technology and the human mind as the ultimate resource? Or towards the past, where time-tested nature provided ecological services? When European settlers first arrived in the Americas, there were between 3 to 5 billion passenger pigeons. By the 1900s, wild passenger pigeons were all but extinct. Migratory flights of these birds blackened the sky, sometimes for days at a time. No one thought twice about killing these birds by the thousands, and within a century, humans had depleted the entire species. Attempts to breed the birds in captivity were unsuccessful. Technology was unable to keep the birds from becoming extinct. And technology didn't just fail the pigeons. It failed us during the Dust Bowl, when new agricultural technologies and poor land use combined to render millions of acres useless. The overworked land couldn't handle the drought the way that prairie grasses could have. The rapidly growing population makes the Malthusian argument a constant concern. Increasing pressure on our life-sustaining resources will ultimately lead to starvation, strife, and death. Population pressures can be lessened, but our resources cannot be recreated. Nutrient runoff from agricultural practices in the Mississippi River watershed have caused increased algae growth and ultimately a lower oxygen supply. This creates a dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico, the size of New Jersey. The Gulf supplies 72% of U.S. harvested shrimp, 66% of harvested oysters, and 16% of commercial fish. If this dead zone continues or worsens, fishermen and coastal state economies will be greatly impacted. Are we going to wait until something detrimental happens to come up with new technology to fix this? Or should we try to prevent it from even happening? If technology can fix the dead zone, what implication will it have on other areas? The need to make more resources and the agricultural technology to do so created the dead zone in the first place. When and if we can fix the dead zone problem, what problems will that technology cause? Near-blind acceptance of the products of human ingenuity frightens skeptics because of the hidden consequences of technology. The precautionary principle encourages people to question technological advances and verify their safety before putting them into widespread use. Techno-skeptics utilize such a policy because faulty and dangerous technologies have immensely impacted humanity and the environment in the past. With just one Earth, it's too great a risk. Through technological advances, man has manipulated the environment on an extreme scale in the name of progress. Skeptics see technological solutions as pharmaceutical treatments for our looming environmental crises, rather than actual fixes for them. Skeptics realize the impacts of human manipulation on the Earth, and are seeking to return to the trusted solutions of nature for their survival. Techno-skeptics encourage policy that places importance on maintaining ecological services, rather than exploiting nature for economic gain. Skeptics favor sustainable practices, such as eating locally, reducing water and energy consumption, and lessening our reliance on fossil fuels. These and other efforts can decrease the impact of society on Earth's once plentiful resources. We're getting closer and closer to an environmental crisis, and we must decide. Risk the future on technology, or trust in the time-tested past? Pedal faster, or slam on the brakes? It's time to decide. What future do you want to live in?